Welcome back to the Demguyspodcast. He's that guy Muheez. I'm this guy Raheem. We are Dem Guys. Today we're here joined with a very special guest, Mkiah. He's an R&B singer from Leicester, just 17. Mkiah, tell them about yourself if I haven't already, to be honest.
Yeah, you said it all really. Just from Leicester, I make music. I taught myself how to make beats, how to mix my own stuff. Like, yeah, not much else, man.
Bless. When did you start?
So I made my first song like 3 years ago. It was like proper, it was nothing to what I do now. It's like proper UK stuff. So similar to like Notes, Most like J Hus, like that era of stuff. And then because my dad, he makes music, and so it was just like I'll make a song with him, if that makes sense. Like he'll produce it and everything. So yeah, we did that. Then a year goes by, I made Don't Need You, and then another year goes by, and now I've actually started consistently putting out music. So
Okay. So what kind of music was your dad making?
My dad's he's a singer as well, isn't it? So it's like R&B music, some hip hop, but like mostly R&B stuff. Like, but it was like from his early days. So like, my dad's young, but he's only 42, but still it's like from his like 20s and stuff.
Okay. So it runs to the family type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless. What would you say your musical influences like were or are?
So obviously my dad, but I say Bryson Tiller. He's my biggest like musical inspiration. Yeah. To be fair, I take inspiration from loads of people. Like my favorite artist is actually Dave, but you wouldn't really guess that from the music that I make.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I just draw inspiration from loads of artists.
If your favorite artist is Dave, because obviously I'm quite a big Dave fan as well.
Yeah.
Muheez is a Dave. I'm not gonna quiz you though. I'm not one of them.
You know what? I used to be a Dave fan, innit? What? I'm a fan of David. I'm just not as big as a fan as I used to be, innit?
No, like I've been a fan since Clash for me. Got 6 parts, bro. Like from early days, like when I was in like year 9 and shit.
Trust me.
I think you know what I kind of want to speak about Dave. You know what? That's a good topic. Basically, you know my issue. Like one of the reasons why I started to like fall out of love for Dave was the fact that like I feel like between like 2017, 18 was probably like his prime so far. Like I feel like he was trying more. He was doing more things different. Like for me, my favorite song from Dave probably No Words. Probably if it wasn't like other than the solo song, if I had to say like all of his songs together, that's probably one of the most like ones I've loved the most because like I don't know, he shows versatility in it. There's like change of flows and stuff like that, and obviously he still manages to keep the wordplay in. But I'd say my issue is that like now and onwards, obviously he's not dropping. Like I don't know why for whatever reason, but now obviously he started to. But it's like I'm listening to Professor X like part 3, part 4. Like it's sounding very, very similar.
Yeah. I think he's in a bit of a rut, to be honest. I think he's in a bit of a rut. I don't really like. Well, obviously my favorite Dave song is probably Game Over.
Mine's Panic Attacks, bro. Panic Attacks.
Yeah.
No, let me check. I'm checking on the Spotify. I need to make sure. I'm saying. But I know No Words is like top 3 for me.
Nah, to be honest, the Sage of 6 Baths thingy is pretty cool as well. And Justin's like, but what did you think of Clash? Because I wanted to get your opinion on
that. Alright, so basically, I'm a massive Dave fan. Yeah, I don't really want to talk bad on
him. Say it. Don't lie. Bro. He's not gonna write to you like this, bro. Say it in your chest, bro.
To be fair to me, I feel like just the one thing at the end. I couldn't get into it, bro.
I lie? Like, what are you doing? You're better than this. Dave and Stormzy. I didn't hear nothing on
That's
the
like
part
one of
with
the
Audacity.
two biggest artists in the UK.
I'm not hearing nothing like Audacity. What's called Audacity. I'm not hearing nothing like what's called. Like not even anything on par with Psycho Drama. Not even on par with Professor X. If I'm
That's
being
what I'm saying.
honest.
I feel like he's getting not. I want to get because things that I'm seeing people say, "Oh, you just don't understand the wordplay or some bullshit." Like, bro, but it's not 24/7 wordplay, and regardless, they will give you wordplay no matter what. Like, I'm not looking. I'm not like.
He didn't even do that this time. Really too tough.
Nah, he gave a little. He gave. But I just I'm saying it's like it's not significant. But it's like it's not special. Like it's so sad that like he's put himself because things out. When I say he's like doing bad, I don't like this is still like 6, 7 above. Like this is not compared to anything. This is Dave's standard. You know what I mean? Like you have to remember, I'm talking in Dave's standard, not a general standard. But like he's always, I don't know. It's like the wordplay doesn't amaze me anymore. Cause it's like I know you've got in your bag, so it's like you could say the maddest thing in a song, but it's like I don't know. It's like I need more than that now. Because it's like we get amazing.
If next man said something half as cold as that, it's shutting down. You get me?
It's that's what I'm saying. But it's like he's put himself at such a bar. Like my issue with Clash is that what I realized after listening to it a couple of times is that they use the same flow throughout the whole song. Like I think it's like part of the concept. I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. I need a like. I think Storm's even tried it once, but like when the flow's the same the whole time, it's like I don't know. It's very monotonous, isn't it? It's just it's boring, isn't it?
I just hope the album doesn't disappoint. You get me? I hope.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Kind of level us up, but
yeah, just we'll wait another week, and then like I think you'll impress you, innit? I think you'll impress you.
We'll have to do an album review for that one, car. That one, you know. Let me even
of UK music. What's called? You say you used to do music like nuts. How come you don't do that type of music no more?
I think when I started like when I made that song, I think like they were just who I was listening to at that time, like, but it wasn't necessarily the type of music I wanted to make, but that was who everyone was listening to. So obviously I just thought I was just following the crowd really and truly. But now I feel like I'm making the music I want to make. So don't get to it. I can still make a song a banger. I can still do that. But
I believe you.
Yeah, but I just feel like I'd prefer to make music that's not everyone's like you're not gonna hear it on the radio too tough. Like, I just want to make music for me.
Even you know like with even like with Afro swing, I feel like that their genres low-key dying, or if not dead. Cause it's like, for example, one of my favorites for like in that scene is probably like I'll say one ASIN to start off with.
Yeah.
But like he could still drop bangers now, but because it's not 2017, 18 no more, people it's like I don't know. I feel like the issue with the UK is that like we don't know how to let different genres live at the same time. I feel like it has to be one genre. It's been drill for a bit. I know Wave started to, you know, like for example, your DBEs, your Hunchos, your Naves, all these like we want raves, you know, those were the ones that were. I say Wave is probably the second after drill, but particularly I think if it's not drill and it's not Wave, like all the other ones are just like I don't know. Afro literally, if I want to say out of Afro swing, literally it's only NSG that I'd say are holding it. Not the holding it down, but the only ones that have commercial
for me, I prefer Western to NSG still.
Oh God, like, that's we don't worry. That's not even a conversation.
I still rate NSG though, but I'm
NSG are cool and all in it, but like you know, respect, you know.
You have to start at the top, innit? Do you get me?
Yeah. True,
and Western, like, I'm sorry, but like, cause like I don't know, it's like the one of the biggest reasons why I think Western's better is just solely because I feel like if Western were to split up, they could all like survive. But if NSG were to all go individual, first of all, people don't even know individuals.
I wouldn't recognize NSG if I saw him in the street, bro.
Get me? Other than that, because you know they were mad shit. Other than that, like you couldn't tell by their like you know like just the way they I don't know. Their music is good. Like they make good music. Like don't even get me wrong, but it's like I don't know. It's like they've got a formula and it works.
Yeah.
Not to say they don't have talent, but I don't think their talent is comparable to the likes of Akel or you know Lil Ray or Hailey. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. Like the fact that, like for example, Hailey can be asked to be on somebody's feature, You'll see Hailey on the feature.
Oh
You'll see Muriel on the feature.
Any
You
song
see a
my
Cole
man is
feature.
on, bless. It's
But
blessed.
you won't see like any like. Not even I remember trying to slay NXT, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man.
No, Hailey's voice is just it's different, bro. Like I can't compare his voice to no one else. Like really and truly.
Speaking of Hailey, yeah, obviously as an R&B singer, you must know it's peak for R&B in the UK. You must have seen my story. I asked everyone on my Snap. I said, "Are you UK or US, and why?" There's no wrong answer. You can like US music.
Yeah.
But some of the reasons they were given were just stupid. Saying
very ignorant from.
We have R&B music. They don't want to listen to it. Someone tried to tell me we don't have R&B in the UK. Like it's a genre we don't do. I was like,
that's
right.
right.
Where did you get that from?
I just think that people don't want to search for UK R&B music. They'd rather just stick with like the Brent Fires, the Bryson Tiller, the Giveon. Like they just want to stick with those and don't want to branch out to the UK. They don't want to show no love. If that makes sense.
I feel like most of these they don't really even like R&B like that. Like I feel like it's more popping a wave because like I like for example someone like Giveon. I took my time to listen to him because I was first told to listen to Brent because it was cool too in it or like that was just what was in. I listened to Brent and I thought it was overrated honestly, but I listened to Giveon and I think he's the deal. But it's like I don't know why they think we don't have a Giveon in the UK or like it's not possible to have one in the UK if you get what I mean. Like I just don't understand why the US is just put on such a pedestal. Like, I feel like it's cool to listen to Americans, but it's not cool because I'm sure there are multiple R&B like UK artists, but it's like since they don't have a following or don't have a following, a significant following, it's like it's not cool to listen to them.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know re-entry like because for me, like I listen to more American R&B stuff, but I know there are UK artists that do make R&B and they are good. But again, it's just like people don't want to show love like where they're from, if that makes sense. So for me, I listen to both, but I'd prefer to listen to American.
Yeah, I understand that. Because it's not even that you can't not obviously it's preference at the end of the day, but it's like to then say UK doesn't have it is then where the ignorance starts in it. Like because at the end of the day, US have more people, they have more artists. So it's like the likelihood of them having a better artist than we do is higher because they've got more, do you know what I mean? So it's like I get that, but it's like don't then say we don't. Because like for example, I think it was in the middle of quarantine, I managed to stumble upon Scrib Riley, if you know Scrib Riley is.
I have to listen to stuff.
I must just show you him. He's a R&B. He does an R&B. But he originally I think he's a producer. Like he's even produced like for Jay Huss and a couple other people. But then he dropped his like own the EP or something. But it was really good, and he got like decent features there, like Cash Page. He had 6 like there. He had a couple other people there. And like people don't really like he gets decent streams, but that's like his first music he's made. But I guess that's probably because people know him from what he used to do.
Okay.
But then to start off as an R&B artist, I feel like that's where the issues start. Like, would you say it's hard for you to grow your own socials?
Or your for me, like, because of the type of music that I make, and because of TikTok, like that for me, like my biggest fans, if you will, they're all from there. Like, because I've posted on there, then they've just like, then they've followed me on Instagram, and then it's just from there. Like they still message me and stuff like that. But like, it's because it's just still like there's not many people that make R&B music in the UK. It's kind of a good thing if that makes sense, because it's not as much competition. Like if I was gonna just make like drill music, not that I would, but like if I was to make drill music, then it would be a lot more difficult for me because there's so many people that do.
I hear that. I've been meaning to ask you though. Obviously, I'm gonna have to talk to you about TikTok afterwards because we need to get on TikTok ASAP. Innit?
Yeah.
Just a lot of technical whatevers, you get me. But nah, obviously, listening to your music, it is kind of somber. It's kind of like mellow, sad.
Yeah.
While going in the studio, where's your head at when you're writing this?
Bro. So
my man must be paid.
Okay, so basically last year I went through something like hurt me a little bit. So now whenever like I'm listening to beats, like that's just the space that I'm in. I'm out of it now. Don't get it twisted. I'm out of it now. So now it's a lot of
we love
it's a little heartbreak thing.
Yeah, it was a little heartbreak thing.
Don't get me started on girls, yeah, but they're just face your book, innit? Girls are
yeah. But no, I needed that though to get back into music because I was still on that break. But now when I'm like in, because the studio is my bedroom, bro. Like really and truly. So now when I'm recording, it's just like I don't really write that much. So I will literally just go on the mic and then just like mumble something.
Yeah.
I'll mumble something and then I'll like freestyle the line, if that makes sense. But yeah, right now I'm in a much better headspace. So the music's a lot. It's still R&B, but it's like quicker, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What's that? You said you make your own beats.
No, the music that I've put out so far, they're all like just different producers, like type beats.
Okay.
Okay. No, but I started off like even before I made my own song, I started off like making beats. So so I've got way more like experience in making beats than I do actually making like songs. So
do you feel that start singing your own beats?
Yeah. As far as I was about to say, in the future, like there's gonna be like it's all gonna be me. Like hopefully, like the singing, the beats, the mixing, the mastering, all of that can be me.
That'll be lit. Because I know there's a couple artists who are like in the UK. There's this guy called Knox. You know him. Yeah, he does it. No Days Off, innit? He's got he makes his own beats, and also a bigger one. You know, Nav. He does beats. Like he originally was a producer, so he like make beats and stuff. And I feel like it's really good if you're able to do that because it's like I don't know. It shows you've got more of a passion for what you do.
Those are the people who make the best music as well. Because like,
it's you understand music.
Rapping on a beat, you understand it. Do you get me in the core?
Honestly, like for like, there's a few other like artists in Leicester like that. They've reached out to me, but I've had conversations with them, and they're all like, they say like, I'm at an advantage because I know how to do all of this. Like most of them have to pay for studio time, have to pay for like artwork and stuff like that. I do my own artwork as well. So and they have to pay for the beats. So I've only had to pay for a small majority of stuff. Like I've invested in like my actual music, like rather than having to pay someone else to do it. Because I hate asking people for stuff. That makes sense.
What's the scene like in Leicester though?
Bro, like I'm excited. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm excited because I don't know if you know, there's a guy called T Swab. He makes music. But yeah, he's more like UK music, but he's cold. I've been in the studio with him. There's these two Blue and Tide. They're like not a duo, but they're working together as a duo at the moment. They make R&B music, but they're the ones that kind of like motivated me to get back to making music. So yeah, those two sets of artists, like them, I'm excited for those two. Let's put it like that.
Do you guys have any like big artists to say, or like who would you say the biggest is out of Leicester?
You know, Muheez.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's from Leicester.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's actually from Leicester, but I know she's got like, I know like one of my closest friends is like her cousin, like that type of shit. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of who else, but no, like actually no, there's one that popped off of like 2 years ago. I can't remember the name right now. It will come back to me in like 2 minutes, but I can't remember the name right now.
That's flip, man.
Where do you hope to see yourself in like 5 years from now?
5 years. Performing, bro. Performing, like touring. Like that's what I want to be. Like if I'm being like 100% serious, that's what I want to be, bro.
So when do you want to get an album out or something?
EP or something?
Yeah, that's what I've been working on. Like I've been working on the EP for like since I started it in March. So I've been working on it since then. I'm hoping to get it out before the end of 2021. But yeah, it's not. I'm not calling it an album. I'm just not calling it an album.
EP for now. It's little. Is it like a compilation of music or is it?
No. I'm treating it like it's an album because with me, I don't really, even though I've only released singles so far, I prefer like bodies of music. Like that's why Dave is one of my favorite, because I think like 6 Parts and Psychodrama, both of those were like 10 out of 10 albums to me.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I'm treating this EP like it's an album.
I look, kind of want to go back on Dave for a sec.
Go ahead. Go crazy.
Psychodrama. When I
don't say anything stupid though, because you're.
No, I'll say it with my chest, bro. I don't care. When I first listened to that, like that's when my prime Dave fun moments. Like I'm telling you, like this is when we're doing English lit. So like having to like decipher words. So literally, me and my boy, literally that's how like when we were hella close. Like we would like break down the bars, be like, oh, did you understand this bar? Like what do you say? Like I don't need a me and you like a chef would at his restaurants, like them type of thing. Like we're trying to like understand what it means. But like, my issues with bodies of work now I realized through Dave is that some of them don't tend to have replayability, because my issue with Psychodrama, first listen, it's a 10 out of 10. Second listen, 10 out of 10. Third listen, it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're now getting into the 10th listen or so. Realistically, you're listening to Psycho, you're listening to Location. Strap if you've not rinsed it.
Yeah, for
Disaster,
me, no? Yeah, for me though, like I like the things outside of the music when it comes to albums. So like the little like narrations, like the little transitions into different songs, all of that. Like that's my favorite thing about albums. Like it's not necessarily the replayability, because there's gonna be those songs that you're just gonna play like the straight on the location, etc. But yeah, that's why I prefer bodies of work.
So definitely. Let me ask you this: are the songs that are replayable, are they not worse than the other songs? Would you not think?
I not necessarily. Like I think different songs serve a different purpose. So there's gonna be songs where you want to just like tell a story, but then there's gonna be a song where you want to hear it playing in like a rhythm. Like there's like different songs to serve a different purpose. So
like realistically, who's listened to Leslie since it dropped?
Honest, bro, I've listened to that 2 times.
I listened to Leslie.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, sometimes Leslie, at first when it first dropped, I listened to it maybe like once a week.
When it dropped, like I was. But it's like I don't want to hear it no more. Do you know what I mean? Like that's my thing, is that with bodies of works, like that's why I feel like you have to find a balance where it's like almost like a compilation as well as a body of work. Like let's say there's a concept, but there's not. I don't know. It's not like this is the concept. This is the concept. Like as in you're still managed to like like obviously there's some songs that don't need to be replayed all the time, but also to have the balance where it's like even like some of the mid-album songs where it's like you can still understand the concept, but it's something that I can play often. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, because like I don't know, it's like Psychodrama. I haven't tapped into it in quite a while. Like for me, I probably listen to Dave features more than his own music himself, because I don't know. So it's a weird one, man.
For me, like I listen to more. Like I don't really listen to like the singles type songs. So like a location, a strum.
Yeah, I listen to
more. Yeah, I listen to more of like the. Have you heard Two Birds No Stones by Dave?
Yeah.
That's like my top. It's in my top 2 for Dave songs. So I listen to that like all the time. Panic Attacks, I listen to that. But then like outside of that, it's just R&B really. Like, so my favorite actual album, like body of work. So it's got the balance between singles and then actual like deep songs is Trap Soul. That's my favorite.
Oh
yeah.
I didn't really get into Bryson like that, to be honest. You know,
I don't know why I never did, to be honest, but I feel you give me motivation to.
Yeah, trust me. I was more Frank, Brent. What's called?
But conversation.
The
Let me stop you there a minute. Let me stop you there.
If you do this, I think you're gonna do.
You see my thing. Like you mentioned Frank in it. Personally, I feel Frank's overrated.
Bro, I can't get into it. I can't get into
what?
it, bro. I can't get into
know,
it.
Like I don't understand. Like it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. He's not amazing,
bro. Like for me, there's like I can name like 3 like that I actually like listen to a lot. That's Lost, Thinking About You, and Biking. That's it. But for me, I don't understand like the cult following behind him.
But do you see my issue with him though? Is just as I was saying. A lot of people like to like him for a trend, cough Raheem. Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to like ride the wave, innit? So it's like a lot of people just like, I don't know. They like to follow it because it's cool. Like, I remember there was a time where I could not stop hearing Frank is this, Frank is that, Frank is top. If you don't listen to Frank, I can't be your friend type of thing. Like, I feel like, I don't know, he's a wave. But like, if you tell, like, because I don't think his singing's really good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not, I don't know, for the hype that he gets, it doesn't equate, in my opinion.
I'm gonna send both of you his best songs after this podcast is finished.
And and the thing is that it's never like I have a hatred to him. So it's like I can give you an honest rating, in my opinion. You get me? But it's like I just feel like it's a lot of trend stuff. One guy that I was gonna mention was I don't know if you know Daniel Caesar.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I like the colorist though.
Yeah. We fought with that.
See,
get out of here, bro. I don't fuck with that at all.
He's talented. You can't deny the talent, bro. But definitely. I feel like we've got Gibby on now. That's how I feel.
That's what I'm saying. Because Daniel Caesar, I liked. Like, I think, what song is that? Which one's the one with her? The one with her, and there's a couple other songs I like. What's it called? Best Part.
Oh yeah.
So I really like Best Part. There's a couple songs I like him. You know, Tiny Desk is the Mkiah thing.
Yeah.
I thought with that. Literally, I might not download those songs, but just to hear, like, that's one reason why I love R&B so much, because like I love watching it live. Like I can really appreciate when someone can sing. So like hers one, Daniel Caesar's one.
Watch Tyler's one.
Tyler, I'm trying to wait. Tyler the Creator, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into him more. So I'll give that time.
You thought I was on about.
For me,
I think it's Timber.
No, Tyler the Creator. I can't like for his last album. I liked like 2 songs on there. Can't lie.
Yeah.
I like 2 songs on there.
Oh my
God.
But you know, my issue is that not my issue. My thing is that his music is not trash though, so it's not even like. It's not even like
it's a unique taste. It's a unique taste. Yeah, I get it.
You get me? Yeah. So it's like I like what's your name? I think I like Massa. I downloaded Massa. I think Lemonhead on 42 Dog. There was a couple other songs I like.
Massa is my favorite song on the album.
Mine's What's Your Name?
Yeah, What's Your Name was called. But it's like I don't know. I feel like he's a certain. I don't know. He's not for everyone, but I can appreciate good music. Like the music he makes is good. It's whether I like it's something I can see myself listening to. If you know what I mean.
No, I don't. It's the same with me. Like I just can't get into it like that. Like I just can't. If I'm gonna listen to music, I'm not gonna go straight to Tyler the Creator. Like it's just gonna be someone that just.
You gotta be in the mood for that.
Yeah.
So you don't like Brent? You don't like Thunder?
Oh no, me, I like Brent. Brent's one of my favorite.
So are we ever gonna hear any toxic lyrics from you?
bro. Let's just say that this, like, what I went through, there's some songs that I can't put out, bro. There's some songs that I just can't put out.
You know, I read Doomsday file for Muheez's worst bits. if he comes for me again saying I'm following trends, I'll drop it and get them.
Just one thread. Everything that I've said. Nah. I hear that. You know, I was going to get your opinion on like for example, like artists like I don't know. For example, an example like Youngboy, you know, like artists that like show versatility and like their music type of thing. How do you feel about like when they tap into like a certain like R&B, for example? So, what's your name is like something not really out. Like it's kind of out. It's not. I don't think I've heard a song like with Youngboy like
it's the
that.
most R&B song Youngboy's like been on. But
how did you think he did on
personally, Youngboy, like apart from that song that he did with Tyler, nah. I'm just
you ain't got the sauce, bro. You ain't got the sauce, bro. You got no, but the thing is that as someone who listens to Youngboy, I can tell you songs that are similar to it. Do you get me? But the thing is that it's like sometimes, like with artists, sometimes their most popular songs aren't their best songs.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So it's like I know, like for example, he's got How I Been. He's got I think It Over. He's got a couple like softer songs like that. Do you know what I mean? And not even him, like for even like for example, someone like maybe like AJ Tracy, he's delved into that type of thing. Like even in his most recent album, I think he had one with like T-Pain. I think he had the solo one himself. You know, just like R&B.
So that AJ Tracy album, like that one impressed me still. Like I didn't think AJ Tracy was like that, but that impressed me.
AJ Tracy's most recent album.
Yeah, I think it was good, bro. Can't lie, I thought it was cold.
What do you think?
That's a sticky one still.
I think it was like I'd give it a nice 7 out of 10.
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
I'll go 6, maybe 6.5.
What was your issue with it?
That basically my issue is that none of the songs on there were bad, innit? It's just that like how many songs were on the album, innit? Like something around like
15 or something.
50. Yeah, let's say it was like 5 good songs, yeah, and then 3 that sounded like each of those good songs. Like he made one good song in it, and then thought, let me make 2 more that sound exactly like that, and then another good song, and then 2 more that sound exactly like that one. It was like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'd say I appreciated it because of versatility in it, because he tapped in quite a few genres.
Yeah, because he showed me that he showed me that he can do that. Like, so I didn't know before listening to that. No. He could do that. So
I think him and Chip are probably my top 2 for versatility in the UK. If my head ain't working right now, like I feel like a lot of artists, for example, if Chip's won Snakes and the Ladders, I don't know if you had the chance to listen to that. There was like I don't know what genre he didn't do in that album. Like he must have done almost every genre you could like think of. You know what I mean?
Did you have you listened to did you listen to Gets?
Yeah.
Did you listen to his most recent album? Like
Conflict
of Interest. Like that for me, that was album of the year for me. Like because
really?
of first, yeah. Like,
my issue with Gets is that my issue with him is that his flow. That's his issue. No, sometimes it can be too much for me.
It's different. I like it.
Yeah, no, I know it's different, but it's like it's not that I don't like Get. It's just that sometimes I can't deal with it. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it's like, why did you do it? Like he did. I don't know. It's like why, like you're forcing the type of thing. But there was something that I like them. I think there was Fire and Brimstone. The one with the little Bo Peep.
Yeah,
that was cold. Like the production, that was mad. Obviously, Dave's on it, so you might have forced a little bit, anyways. But the one with what's her name, Mira May. Like I thought Mira May heavy, but the song with Mira May was cold. But now, Do you mind listening to Wretches out? Sorry, go on.
No, continue.
You mind listening to Wretches album, or was it AP? Is it EP album mixtape?
Yeah, I've not listened to it still.
No,
I think Wretches cold, but I've not listened to it. No,
that album, like that's one like that, like because I like Wretch, but I never really got into him until that. I don't know why I chose that to listen to, but it was like one reason why I liked it a lot because it was conceptual. Like it's like I think it's a mixtape. and it's a story. Like he made a movie for it, like a little, like YouTube movie type of thing.
Yeah.
And like it the concept follows throughout. But in each song, I feel like maybe bar one or two, you could listen to them on a casual. Like I feel like if you're a Dave fan, you'll 100% like this because because he has the flow, he has the chordplay. Huh?
Would you give that a 10?
For me, like for the flow of it, I probably would, if not even a 9. Like I don't know, like because it's like 7 songs. Like for a mixtape, I think it's a 10. Like it's 7 songs from start to finish. It's not boring. There's no significant bad song. He has good features on there, like versatility in it. They follow the story or concept. Like I don't think there was much missing from it. So I wouldn't maybe not exactly a 10, but if I was to give it a 10, I wouldn't be upset with that. Like if someone told me it was a 10, I'd agree.
You're gonna argue with it. I hear that.
But I'd say you man gotta check it out though.
Yeah. But with Wretch, like I think it's the same thing that you think about Gets. Like I can't really get into some of the songs. Like some of them are too. It's too much in my face, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I listen to the album, like the EP album. I don't know what it is. I listen to it.
Sometimes with that issue, my issue with like they have people like, for example, even with the Daves type of like those, because these man they're like the elites of UK music. But my issue is that with like their intelligence and like their ability, they do the woke thing, and I'm not into that. You get me? Like I don't listen to music to want to hear about. I don't want to say particulars in it, but I don't want to.
The file is ready, bro.
No, true. I don't want to listen. I go to music as to escaping or just like to vibe out. I'm not trying to hear about like political issues in it. But don't get me wrong. From time to time, I'm like, you know what? I'm here for it. Or like,
if you think about like, you have to think about the platform that they have. Like,
it'd be stupid. No, I don't.
That's why they do it. Like, and then,
I don't.
Did you watch Dave's Brits performance where he did Black?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, that was crazy.
That's
like,
you get me? Like, I understand their need, but the thing is, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they should stop because who the hell am I to even tell them anything? You get me? But it's more of like that ain't for me.
Yeah,
like, but the thing is that hearing that live or hearing it once or twice is fine. Like I don't mind. Like when Black dropped, I listened to, I watched the video, I liked it. You get me? But that's not going in my playlist, or it's not something that's going to be in rotation. Rotation.
What about Lowski's Black? Did you? What about
I heard that stuff. I
like that one. That's a bit more upbeat, but it still.
You think the England captain should be Sterling though?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was because the sample in that song is from an old song, but it's I don't know if you know it. It's called Black Boys. I can't remember who it's by. He's in Top Boy. But
Ashley something.
Ashley,
what's his name? What's his name? Ashley Walters, something like that.
Ashley Waters.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, bro. But yeah, the sampling that's why I like that song so much. But for me, I can't really listen to Lowski like that. So
and you just solely R&B over the
No. I listen to literally everything, but even some drill, but for me, I can't. Like Lowski, just not. Can't really listen to him like that.
Who would you say from the UK then that you listen to, like, or like you mess with?
Okay, so obviously I've already said Dave. I listen to J Hus a lot. Yeah. Gets again. Notes.
I can't fuck with Notes anymore though.
Why not? I can.
No, because man's doing up big baby drama on the IG. You want me to listen?
That's my nigga. That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
I can't.
Nah, you know what it is?
I love his music. I love his music. I just can't.
No, you can't let socials. You can't let those socials.
No, it's like Swarms. You can't tell me if Swarms drops a song, you're taking him seriously. You're an IG.
But that's not. That was old things though. And them man like to stunt for socials. But like more time, I don't care about like what you try to do. As long as you drop good music, that's what I care about. You get me? So it's like,
yeah.
As long as you're not like doing the Octavian thing, like beat up girl, like that's one thing. You get me? But other than that, if it's something that's not confirmed, then I could listen to you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else, to be honest. Like, I listen to Hardy Caprio as well.
Yeah.
Do
you ever listen to Belly Squad?
Do
you ever listen to Belly Squad?
Oh yeah. Stuff. Yeah. Sometimes. But like, if it's groups, I'm going to Western or NSG. Like,
that makes sense.
But yeah, because I play a lot of basketball in it, so like I'll mostly listen to like upbeat, like a Meek Mill, if you will, like someone like that. Like I listen to that a lot. So I'll only really listen to.
You play ball. You got Sons on Box.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that Sons on Box. Yeah, you got.
I got. What'd you say, fam?
The Suns, the Phoenix Suns or Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh. Right, I'm a Lakers fan, so I don't.
Same, to be honest, but still.
Nah, so I don't really mind who wins, but I prefer that Suns win purely because of Chris Paul.
Yeah,
like, I don't think if they don't win this year, I don't think Chris Paul will get a ring. But I feel like Giannis can get a ring at some point. So
my nigga Giannis, bro. That's Nigerian brother there, so I have to support him. You get me? So
fair enough.
That's shame for him. His team is trash, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, it's sad. That's why, like, you know, when like KD goes for like all these like super teams, like I don't blame him. Do you know what I mean? Like, we get around
KD, like nothing that he's done for me is valid so far because he's gone to a super team to do it. So
I hate that, but I feel like basketball is a bit different. Like, I don't know, like I feel like in football you can't let that slide. But I feel like with basketball, at the end of the day, it's like you want rings in it. I just like I don't know. I don't think
you don't want to
be pride in a team like that.
With a ring chasing. Like so, that's what KD's done. Like he went to the Nets to get away from Golden State to like prove himself. So he went there with Kyrie. So if you're with one other superstar, yeah, that's all right. But then you get arguably the top scorer in the league at the moment, James Harden.
Yeah, that was mad.
Come on,
and they didn't even manage to do it as well.
Yeah. Like injuries happen.
No, but to close up, probably I wanted to ask on him. I can't believe we got this far without talking about it. Chip's sent for Stormzy Clash. Why is he writing so quickly, yo? Like,
on God, he's a master. He's a mastermind, bro. Like, literally, if he just hears one indirect, he's in the booth straight away. Like, he's like, I forget, right? Like, oh, that's mad.
I bet he doesn't even stand up from his chair, bro. He sat down like this. He has someone bring him a pen and paper, and he's like on the spot.
Bro, straight. Like, I don't understand what, like, because I don't know. He's different. But the thing is that I feel like Stormzy. I don't know. I don't think Stormzy could never win anyways. Like, it's a suicide mission trying to battle.
I feel like with that beef in particular, like Stormzy Chip, like Stormzy he's went to his yard. Like, you gotta remember that he's went to his yard. Chip's not there. Like, he's tried to do something in real life. Like, I forget music. He's trying to do something in real life. So, and you gotta remember how much bigger Stormzy is compared to Chip. So if Stormzy feeds into it, like win or lose, Chip's gonna gain way more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So there's no point in Stormzy even like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he could, but the thing is that it's like from someone who has Stormzy's best interests. I hear that, but like
from a music standpoint, bro,
I want to hear Clash. And the thing is that at the end of the day, you're not gonna lose out from clashing. Yeah. You're not gonna get less views for clashing. You get me? Like, I don't know how the last time Stormzy dropped, but I remember when he was dropping with Wiley, the man were getting like 1 million views in like a day or in a couple of hours. You know what I mean? So he'll benefit from it too. Probably Chip more than him, but it's like our people. It's fun. You get me? Like when he went to the yard thing, I wasn't really waiting that because I feel like it should have just been. First of all, because it started off from like I don't know if you took in do you ever take in Insomnia, the joint project with Chip Skepta and Young Lads?
Oh no, I didn't. I can't. I don't listen to Young Lads like that. So no.
But yeah, they had a what's it called again? They had a track called Waves in it, and then I think he thought there was like a little indirect well, there was an indirect at someone, but Stormzy thought it was him in it, and then I think that's where it just started to elevate. And then, but I don't get it. Like, for example, do you see that man trying to Stormzy trying to ride out on Chip even though he was in the yard, but like in all blacked out in what's it Eurus like
Lamborghini Eurus, bro.
In it, how you riding out in the Eurus, bro? Like, you're meant to get dinged or something, bro. Like, guy just he messed up the script, you know.
No, bro, my man came looking like he wanted to let you know he was some Batman type.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, I don't even get it. Like, first of all, you put up a 6 man at man's yard, bro. You're rich as hell, like, because things like it's like people are trying to tell me that like, oh, Stormzy's like he's too big for that, but he had the ability to come to his yard, and like I think if that was like commercialized, or let's say something were to have happened, you don't think it would have ruined a lot of things for Stormzy?
Yeah. True.
I don't know, like if you wanted to air it, but then
I don't know why we keep getting my man's too big for this. He's not too big for that.
He's not.
Drake's still involved in beef. Drake will just say he's too big for that. My man will pay a hitter because he's still getting them man hit. You get me? Stormzy is on some let me save a pocket thing and go myself.
You get me? Like I don't know, man. Like it's just I just feel like Stormzy because it's like. Because at first he wasn't saying nothing. Now he's giving like indirects in other people's songs. Like I just don't get it, bro. Like just reply to the guy. Like maybe he knows he's gonna lose or something, or maybe he just feels like it'll be worse him if he replies.
I think he's baiting Chip to make Chip look stupid, and obviously.
But I don't. But the thing is that at first when Chip, because when Chip first dropped his tape, I think there were two songs that were just diss songs, and like people are trying to like mock it, then saying like, oh, this guy's like, oh, he's rent free of Stormzy's head. But once he dropped Clash, from what I was seeing, it seemed that like, oh, Chip's the goal, blah blah blah. Stormzy's wet. Why he's not replying? He's scared and so and so. And I feel like that's the stage everyone's at. It's like Stormzy, if you're able to indirect, why not reply? You replied to Wiley, so what's wrong with Chip? Unless you can handle it. Or, I don't know. It's like he wants it to die down, if anything. You get me?
I feel Chip and Wiley, they're very different. Or like you gotta remember, like Wiley's like the godfather of this whole thing. Like without Wiley, there's basically there's nothing really. So there's a lot of respect to gain for Stormzy there. So I feel like when he beefed with Wiley, I feel like that was just like to let people know, yeah, I'm still on the gram thing. Like if that makes sense. So he doesn't really have to prove himself against Chip. But I feel if more and more people keep drawing him out, like calling him like a pussy for not replying, then I feel like he'll reply. But for now, I don't think there's much to gain for him.
But as you said though, like, because me, I'm devil's advocate always been. But
I told you we don't advocate for the devil, bro. We just advocate.
I advocate for the opposite opinion for the devil, but yeah, man. Like you say, obviously he's trying to show that he's a king of grime in it, but the title and the role of king of grime is like someone disses you, diss them back. You don't pick and choose who you think it. Because like, there's like, for example, if let's say if AJ had the belts or whatever, he's not gonna then. If someone's calling him out for a fight, he's not. If Tyson Fury asks him for a fight, he can't deny it. He can't just be like, "I'm the king of grime. No one can chat to me no more. I'm retiring now." That's not how it works. You fight for your belt.
That's not how it works.
You can't take the belt and run away, bro. Like he's not even my king of grime anyways. Like there's still Skepta, there's Skepta, there's JB, there's D Double. But if he wants, because he's commercial king of grime, do you get me? But I doubt a groundhead will even tell you Stormzy is, but whatever in it. But to then want to claim you're the king of grime, but when somebody's dissing you, especially someone who's like known for like battles, like a good competitor, you're ignoring him. Like you can't, like if you want to ignore him, go for it, but then don't ever call yourself the king of grime because you've just defeated that point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear that now stuff.
You get me?
Yeah. For me, if you beef Chip like that, Chip ain't like do you remember when Chip beef Younger?
Yeah.
The responses were way too quick. Like Chip came with straight fights. Like Chip's not gonna lose, bro.
He can't lose. He's not got it in him to lose. Like oh no. He could be ill. He could be in hospital or something, but he'll still manage to drop it. He'll still manage to drop it like in 2 hours. Like, cause he dropped Clash. Like I'm sure, like about 4 or 5 hours later.
Hour later.
It was the same day. I remember it was the same day. He was still gonna drop early. If not, because they've mixed it, they've mastered it, he's written it, he's recorded it all in the space of a couple of hours. Like, nah, his thing is different.
Bro. He probably wrote the whole song on his way down to the kitchen to grab some.
Yeah, in a taxi, 10-minute journey.
He's like that,
He's already rated it.
He's like that.
Nah, he's just gifted, man. Shout out to him still.
For me, I don't like, in terms of like just music, I don't really like, I won't really listen to Chip like that. But I can't like deny the talent stuff. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like that now, where it's like, for him, like, some people don't really listen to his music as much as they used to, innit? But when he drops a diss track, everyone's listening to it. Like, you can see a significant difference to like his singles or the songs he makes or like his album compared to like a diss track. Like, the diss tracks will always just have more views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mad, bro. Yeah, man. I guess we can wrap up now, Raheem, if you're good with that.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, cool.
Obviously, Mkiah, love for having you on. You get me?
Set out your socials as well, bro.
Obviously, yeah, the socials will be there. When did you? Obviously, you said before the end of 2021. Like, obviously, come on, you gotta give that source here. Like, let's get a date. Let's get a month or something. You get me?
So, between October and December, that's when it's coming.
It's late, but we'll take it. We'll take it, innit?
Okay, I'll give you like some numbers about like on the songs as well. There, so there's gonna be roughly between 7 and 11 songs.
Yeah.
So like no one heard. Yeah. Some like I'm hopefully 2 features. Hopefully.
Yeah. Which song do you want us to put in the bio below?
My new song "Over Again" with Toby Zoe. Yeah.
Even tensions is cold as well.
I think Tension's probably my favorite, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
man. Just keep it going, man. You got potential in it, but you just gotta keep it going, man. But yeah, man.
Of course, man. When I release that project as well, I'll be back on your podcast, yeah?
Say less.
Yeah, man. Of course, bro. You know you're welcome, bro. Of
course, man.
I love that, bro.
All right. Cool. This has been the Dem Guys podcast. So it means you want to go.
I saw it and I'm like, you know what? You go for it. You do it. Now you've done it.
Nah, bro. All right, rock, paper,
you've done it. All right, ready.
On shoot.
On
shoot.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors. You're
doing it, bro. Don't be silly now.
Just take it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for listening. This has been the Dem Guys podcast. He's been that guy. I've been this guy. We've been Dem Guys.